ladies and gentlemen. George here with another um, live play of scenario AR2, Sheep's in Wolves Clothing. We're still dealing with Arnhem, and specifically the action in and around Arnhem, not the entire market garden operation, I don't think. Um, Interesting scenario. It takes place in the Netherlands, Genkelheath. As you can see, I've already set up my setup for the Germans and the British. Set up both to the best of my ability. I'm not using normally that random method with the blank counters to determine where each unit will be, because having played a little bit of the scenario and understanding the victory conditions, I feel this is an optimal setup. And partially the setup that my opponent used to wipe off every British unit off the board. I mean, wipe off every German unit off the board. We'll see how things transpire in any case. 6-turn scenario, and the setup for the boards, it uses a full ASL and a SK board. If you can see that little contraption of a setup, it's pretty hard to configure overlapping boards in this direction. So what I did was I asked the Brain Hive on Facebook for an SSF, and somebody was kind enough to send me something to that effect. However, this is an SSF that was used for playtesting the scenario, and I was lucky to get my hands on it. And it may not be accurate. There is a disclaimer. So I do have the scenario card. I purchased the pack, and I am playing on Vassal because it's most convenient for me. Yeah, I want to clean up my desk here. It's actually a dining room table. Get a desk, and dining room table converts to dining room, so I can have my family here and we can eat and enjoy life. I don't drink alcohol anymore, though. That's a side note. Anywho, what happened here, long and short, is that the British were attacking, trying to get to Arnhem. The Germans were trying to clear the road to Arnhem, and British paratroops attacked and surrounded elements of the SS Wacht Battalion 3 Northwest. The commander had no choice but to call in the reinforcements. However, the reinforcements being a heavy weapons company. However, the commander of the heavy weapons company cowered and left. So there's a task check to see whether you get a 9-1 leader or a Clink. Clink. The actor of Clink was a very formidable, well-versed actor from Europe, mind you. So I didn't call him Clink. I named him something else. So I think with no further ado, we should get started with this scenario and see how things unfold. The Germans move first, and Germans move first and set up first. We set up all our snipers. In terms of concealment, by setup rules, if you set up in concealment terrain, the British get concealment. Here, I think the only unit that can conceal is this German unit here, so I'll conceal him. Nice. So with that said, we're going to get the advanced sequence of play out and start a log file. We did that on our time, and the advanced sequence of play as well. There we go, we're all set. So let's start with rolling for other. Now you can see the dice in both locations. I think I like the setup, the way I have everything set up, so looks good. All right, so I did the what do you call it? Change, recombine, good order, half squads, recoveries, deploy, repair, rally, shock, wall advantage, haha. And let's go on to prep fire. Some folks like this phase marker. I still don't know how it works. All right, prep fire. Everybody is sealed, but I'll take a couple of 2-up-1 shots. I got nothing to lose but my dignity. So from here to there, it would be a 2-up-1 half because he is concealed. 2-up-1. 8 on a 2 is nothing. So he prep fired. And we'll take another 2-up-1 there. Nothing. And then he'll fire there. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1 firepower. And 1 makes 2. 2 up, 1. No cowering because it's leader directed. You get lucky. We got the allied AI. The more shots you take, the better off you are, unless you're really unlucky. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 2. 5 on the 2 is a normal morale check. And that means this fellow is no longer concealed. Normal morale check. Exit, allied SAN activation, nothing. So he prep fired. Now we can take a 2-up-1 there. Up 1. We got a 4. So it's +1 for the hindrance. A halved firepower because he's concealed. Got a 4 on the 2, which is now 1 check. Of course. Got a leader. Leader needs a 7. Makes it. Now a normal 8 for the squad. Makes it. Now we got the Axis SAN. 3, no good. He prep fired. And now we got a 4-up-1 again. So 4-up-1, here comes. Nothing. Those rolls kind of wave, like a post wave or a sine wave. All right, prep. Hey, come on. Don't scroll. Really forgot this guy was there. Since this fellow is unconcealed now, we have a 3 plus 2 is 5. 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to risk it trying to check for line of sight here. Oh, actually, it's down right down the hex spine. Okay, I'd rather hit him with a 6-up-1 rather than a 2-up-1. So let's hit him with a 6-up-1. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so everything is in range. 6-up-1 for the hindrance. 6 missed by 1, and he prep fired. All right, so movement, he'll hold his position because he knows what's good for him. It's probably something to the tune of 12 firepowers waiting for him there. So, all right, let's go to movement phase. Movement phase, nothing. Defensive fire. Now this is where we get to decide what we're going to do. I like firing the motor. Well, first the units in the woods because we get a -1 modifier. But I also like firing motors at buildings because if you get snake eyes, it's going to be a critical hit on one of the 2 units that's in the building, and a critical hit reverses the modifier to a negative modifier. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 6 range, so we're going to fire our motor there. We're gonna get an ACK. Let's put the ACK right off the bat and let's label it. There's 1 ACK, but get into the habit of labeling them so you know where they belong. 7 to hit. No hit, no rate. So ACK was there, but it's a big ACK. It's an area ACK size. There you go. And he first fired. Final fired. Now this fellow is going to fire back at him. And what do we have there? It's a six up one again. Don't cower, but it's we basically rolled the same thing. Okay, and he will heal himself and do a 6 up one there. Actually, a 6 flat there. Oh no, 6 up one. Yep, 6 up one there. Let's do it. IFT. That's great rolling, George. He found fire is over. Advancing fire. Great. There isn't any route. Nobody broke. Advance phase. Should have removed all moves. And up and death fire. So what do we got there? Advance phase. I think I'm looking at this. I think I'm going to hold my positions where I am. And that's all she wrote for German turn number 1. Let's go to close combat. I don't think anybody gets concealment. We'll do an incremental save. All right, we did an incremental save, and this comes now to rally phase of British. And the British have a choice to bring in the parachute regiment along the west edge, which is here. Or wait until turn 2 and come either, or turn 2 on the south edge of board 62. Of board 62, which would be here. Oh, no. Let's do that again. Enter along the west edge, and enter on turn 1 along the west edge, or on turn 2 along the northwest, or south on board 62. Here, or, okay. So, hey, it means that if I wait until turn 2, I can enter along the northwest or south. I'll have a choice. It's all on the south has a lot of material here that will be an impediment. So I think the best bet is to wait until turn 2 and then roll a random die to see if I come on the north, west, or south. The northwest would be probably a 1 to 7, and south would be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Wait, because everything, some things can unfold that we don't foresee. So these guys will come in on turn 2. Yeah. All right. So let's do wind change. It's easy to forget if you don't have your checklist open. Wind change, recombinations, attempt to recover, deploy squads, repairs, shock, wall, advantage, none of that. All right, let's prep fire. Let's do some shooting. Monty Jasper likes to say. So I'll do a 6 up one there again. It's nothing. And we'll do a 6 up one here. 8 on the 6 is a pin task check. And let's do the pin task check. Check 8. And he gets pinned. Mortar. Let's take a shot. Now it's an 8 to hit. Hit. All right. 2 down 1. 6 on the 2. It's another pentash check just for the leader. And this becomes a -2. And flip, 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 and we'll attempt some movement. This fellow will assault move to there. This fellow will declare non-assault movement. And he will attempt to fire a smoke grenade there, but not before he takes a shot at him. So that's the way it's supposed to work. You're supposed to declare, non-assault movement because he will be expending 2 and maybe 2 to get into that hex. Attempt smoke. And even before you attempt smoke, haven't expended anything. So anyways, so let's expend something. We need our 1 and 2 and we get a +2 smoke, disperse smoke in there. We got the smoke, and the smoke goes. This fellow is going to fire at him there at 4 flat. Hit on the 4, nothing at all. Gets from 4 goes down to 2 residuals in that hex. He first fired. He declared non-assault movement. He expended 2 movement points in his hex and 2 to get into there. And since it's a non-assault movement, he can fire there. Fire there, and that would be a 2 up 1. +2 for the smoke, -1 for non-assault movement. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hex range. So it's 2 up 1. Nothing. Leaves 1 residual in there. There's 1 residual in there. And now he will assault move to there. And technically he's not in open ground, but if he sees him, he would be. I'm pretty sure nobody else sees him. And he is subject to a hindrance, so this is not open ground. So let's see what happens. Let's see if he has line of sight, but he's out of range. Let's check in that case. It's not open ground to him either. Oh, we shouldn't have checked. Now he'll assault move to there and take the 1 residual, 2 up 2, or 1 up 2 actually. So we're all good. On that side, we moved here. That's all we got. And let's move it to defensive fire. Now we're going to start peppering these guys. We'll do a 2 up 1. 6, 7 on the 2 is nothing. Final fired. 1, 2, 3. So another 2 up 1. Double covered off the map board. And then here, we'll do a 2 up 1 again. Breaks the LMG. So now we should remove our residuals. So the smoke is gone. There. He didn't fire. Or did he? Yeah, he did fire. He laid down 1 residual in there. Well, A.2 guys. Let's do a 2. It ain't worth it. Sniper bait. Okay. I didn't mark him, so my bad. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be a 2 slash 1 for the concealed units, up nothing, flat. So missed on for the concealed units, I believe, because it would be quartered, and missed for the non-concealed units. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would have been a 2 up 1, 6, 7 on the 2 is nothing, and 1 on the 2, 1 on 7 on the 1 is nothing. I'm not sure if I final fired him or not. Anywho, advancing fire. Bottom is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the unit on the bottom is going to advance fire at 2 up 1. Holder has a +1 10. 5, 6 on the 2 is a pin task check. Yeah, they have to take it really. 1, 2, they're pinned. That guy went down. Let's remove everything, clean up the board, prep and def. That is nothing substantial, I suppose. Nothing to route, so advance. Guess we're going to play one more turn and 2-player turns, 2 turns per video. We're going to have 1, 2, possibly 3 videos. All right. Okay. That's pretty disciplined of me. Where are we at? Advanced phase. Yeah, I can see it here. Okay, advance. We'll advance to there. We'll advance to here. Everybody here is going to advance like that. That was not concealed. So we'll put them on top of the board. That, rid of that. Counter should be concealed. Double check on it. There you go. Everybody else is holding their position. This was flip. This was advanced phase, close combat. This is where we get concealment gains, and I don't see any. All right, do an incremental save again. Here we are. German turn 2. Rally phase. Remove all the pins. Let's roll for weather. Nothing. Recombinations. The recoveries, deploy, repair, rally. Nah, none of that. Very clever move on the part of the British to move into the woods here, but getting into a close combat situation with a 1-to-1 odds is really definitely not something smart. Anyway, let's turn it to prep fire. So we'll take a couple of pot shots here and there. 1, 2, 3. That would be at 4 up 1. 6, 7 on the 4. So pin task check. We'll take the task check, and he pins. Pinned by a conscript. Shame on you. All right. 2 up 1. And here we said, oh, we forgot to repair that. Let's see. Nope. So now we're stuck with a 4 attack here. So that would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 up 1. 2 up 1. Let's do that. Nothing. 4 up 1. I don't think I touched the orchard. 4 up 1 then. 8 on the 4, nothing. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do a 4 up 1. Get on the 4, nothing. And here we'll do an 8 up 1. 8/4 up 1. So an 8 attack on the unconcealed unit and a 4 attack on the concealed units. Let's see, on the same dice roll. Let's see what happens. So 8 on the 8 is normal. Actually, it's a 9 on the 8, up 1. 9 on the 8 is a pentast check, and for the concealed units, nothing. So let's take a task check. Passes. He preferred. Of course, I could have. Of course, I could have just skulked into N4 and then came back. Why didn't I do that? I don't know. Move. There isn't any. So let's go on to prep. Or defensifier. All right, now I'm going to do an 8 up 1 back at them, but I'm going to keep my concealment. And the reason why I want to keep my concealment is because eventually I want to go into close combat with them and try to eliminate them that way and get an ambush. So 8 up 1. What is that? Control Shift I? That's a good roll. 6 on the 8 is a 1 check. That passes. Surprise, surprise. Anyway, they final fired. And now he will fire there. Oh boy, one of those games. And this fellow is pinned, but the only thing that the pin cancels is rate and adds +2 to, and adds +2 to his to hit the RM. Cancelled by the -2. So to hit 1 shot, we didn't make it count. All right, final fired. He will fire there at 6 up 1. Doesn't cower. Eventually, those things come. So 6 up 1. Get 3 on the 6, which is a K/2 and rate. It's good. So 3 on the 6 is a K/2, and he half squads. Put him into the casualty bin. Surviving unit gets a 2 check, and their ELR is a 2. So let's see. 7 plus 2 is 9. They exceeded their ELR, so they break and disrupt. He got rate on the machine gun, so 2 flat there. DC, no rate. So task check. We got 1 unit that pinned. All right, he final fired. Damage, he will keep his concealment. Not that it matters. Does it matter? Yeah, of course it matters. There's no way I'm going to keep my concealment trying to cross that road. So we'll do a 4 up 2. 7 on the 4 is another pin task check. He has final fired. Active fire, I don't think there is any road phase. None whatsoever. So let's just clean up the board. Prep. So why we can't route this guy is because he's disrupted. This guy's only pinned. This guy has survived. I'll be damned if he goes in there. So holding our own there. Advance phase. Boy. Quite a few units are pinned. This guy's good where he is. Do I want to advance this guy out to N4? No, I want to stay there and do final protective fire till he breaks, actually, and give him a hard time. So with that said, close combat is over. We'll go there, flip it over, and do an incremental save. Sorry for those going up and down with this. Usually I like to put it on the side, but it's all right. So let's see how the British fare now. How will the British fare? First, reinforcements. Set up off-board reinforcements. Now comes the choice. Along the northwest or south edges of board 62. All right. So we said north would be, northwest would be 1 to 7. So let's do 2d6. 8. So that means they're coming in from the south, which is up there. All right. So let's get Monty. Let's give him a 6 to 8. Should we be let's give the LMGs to the 548s because we'll have a minimum of 6 firepower at long range, at range of 4, at 5 or more. Whereas with the 648s, they're limited. They're assault troops, so be it. All right. Let's do that. Give each squad a LMG. Of course, one squad is going to be with an LMG as well. There for the paratroopers. So we said 8 is south edge. Darn it. Okay, let's give these guys here. And the skill stack here. Okay, so Monty is going to go up there. Wilson, or actually Burns. Here, that's still how as a playable hex. And here, somebody down the middle. Okay, roll for wind change. Nothing. Recombinations. Attempt to recover. Deploy. Repair. Let's see if he's going to repair. Remove all pins. If he can repair. Oh, if it was an MMG or heavy, this DM comes off, and that's all she wrote. And we don't want to really even fire at him again. No. Yes. So no repairs, rallies. There's no rallies. There's no broken units. With that said, let's move on. Let's move on to prep fire, and I will fire. I see a nice opportunity here to there, and that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'd be 4 flat. That one, 4 flat. That's horrendous. All right, let's do our 2-hit shot here. So 9 hit, hit 8, and 2 down 1. 7 on the 2 is nothing. Let's fire again. All right, 2 hit, IFT. 5 on the 2 is a normal. So normal, normal, normal. Well, let's put the prep fire on mark. Blue draw needs an 8. Morale check. And morale check. Woohoo! That sucks. So this fellow here has ELR. Oh, they don't ELR because they're and these guys have assault fire. Okay, because they're late war SS. So they half squad. Phone. They do ELR. They have underlying morale. They're SS. So why is the SR saying LR2? Goes in the casualty bin. The other dude is broken. The mortar did its job. Daffy here is going to roll against these guys. And what I'm trying to do is get rid of those leaders. All right, so 6, flat. 6 on the 6 is it flat? It's up 1. I'm cheating. Let's take a look here. +1, 10, +1 hindrance. It's actually 7 on the 6, which is a normal. Check breaks and ELRs. The normal. He rolled a 7, and his 7 + 2 is 9, so it's okay. It doesn't ELR. And the other squad, the squad ELRs. He can't. All right, so he breaks a half squad and break. So half squad, clone, break. He did his job. Here, the stack is unconcealed. Only the unconcealed unit will fire. We got 2. There you go. So 8 up 1. IFT. Whoa. 5, 6 on the 8. Here's another 1 check. This time he broke, but they're not ALR. Okay, on to movement. Better for Ursa when I declare double time. So they're going to go 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You guys are going to declare double time. They're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And actually, they should come in concealed So heal and heal. Does anybody see him to break concealment? And broken units cannot not actually. The leader here does see him. It's a range of 12 hexes, so they are stripped of concealment, but they can't be fired on. All right. Here they're going to go double time as well. One, two, three, four, five, six around that hex side, 7 and 8 to there. I don't like the fact that I'm in open ground, but things warrant drastic measures. Okay, defensive fire. 4 up 1. They double cower off the board. So 4 goes to a 1. 5 on the 1 is a pin task check and my sand. So task check pins. They double cower from a 4 to a 1. Right? He pins. He final fired. And sand check. Boy, that's the worst sand check I've ever had in a long time. All right, here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 up 1. Either directed. Up 1, 5 on the 2 is a normal. Morale check. They break. Who's the ack? Final fired, and I saw I have another sand. They're all broken up. 4 up 1. Let's see. Is it 4 up 1 or 4 up 2? Oops. 4 up 1. And on the 4 is nothing. These guys are ineffective now. Pretty ineffective. Okay. That was my defensive fire, advancing fire. Crowd phase. Clean up the moves. Clean up all the prep def markers. So they route back to there. I don't think they see this unit up here. So they're about to be decimated. These guys do see this guy here, and they can stay where they are in the polder according to the SSR. Case in point, though, is I only need 1 DM marker, and they're not in rally terrain. And this guy's not in open ground, so he doesn't have to route. Okay. Advance phase. These guys will advance to here. Because there's a possibility the Germans might pass by here. This fellow is going to cover the road. This guy stays. This guy's there, but he'll go here. They'll go out into the open ground. Oh no, they won't. They got what, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got this side covered, so they're good. These guys are good. These guys will come here. The end of my movement or advance and close combat. These guys, their goose is fried. They're here. It looks like their goose is fried. We'll see what happens. Guys, it's 45 minutes into the video, more or less. And I promised you 2-player turns. I gave you 2-player turns. We'll see how this transpires. The next turn, the German reinforcements are going to come in. So we're going to turn it over like this and put this thing here as well. Flip will be the beginning of, for part 2 of this video, will be the beginning of German player turn number 3. I'm going to do an incremental save before I forget. Yep, so I did my incremental save, and with Vassal, it's very cat friendly. Not that I have a cat, but um, you know, it's you can turn it off and don't have to worry about it. I forgot to remove the pins, but I can do that later. Too lazy to do it now. And it's turning out to be a very interesting scenario. Um, I don't know, maybe I just have bad luck with playing the Germans. I don't know what's going on. We'll figure it out. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today, and take care. Thanks to all the existing and new subscribers and supporters. Thank you so much. We're slightly over 970. Like I said before, many times before, I never thought I would have grown so much, but each and every one of you count. So thanks so much, and take care, and have a great week ahead.